Hello, you beautiful, beautiful souls. Welcome to your Aquarius video. Welcome to Aquarius by Aquarius. I am your host, Colleen. So I'm creating this video for you on May 30th or 31st. There's 31 days. Let me pause this real quick. There are 31 days this month. Yes, there are 31 days this month. So it's May 30th or 31st, 2025. Keep in mind, tarot is timeless. This is just the date that I'm creating this video. Anyways, before I start your reading, I want to be the first to tell you all that you're so beautiful and you're so needed in this world. And I want to thank each and every one of you for being here, for sharing your time and your energy with me. I value you and the divine values you. And thank you. Thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. So we're going to see what wants to come out for Aquarius. I think that's 2 cards. That's like a hair or something. Okay. Huh. We have cards number 20 and 29. So you'll be seeing 2s, 9s, 11s, 4s. We have a woman holding a glass of wine, looking out of the side of her eye, and with this dragonfly on the glass there, it kind of reminds me of someone who's thinking about change. Now that could be a man, it doesn't have to be a woman, but in this picture it's a woman. It could be a woman or a man side-eyeing or looking at something. All right. So it's kind of like it could be anybody. It can be any person. It can be a romantic interest. It can be a family member, a friend, a lover. But when it's paired up here with the garden, party, gathering, a public event, community, or socialite. Somebody might be checking you out. Now, I don't know if that's good or bad just yet, okay? But somebody, you might find yourself going to a gathering or a public place. Someone might be checking you out. You might be checking someone out. It could go either way. Not necessarily sure on the vibe, because when you look at the eyes look like this person is looking with suspicious eyes, okay? So, anything else? If you like my videos, I post 2 videos a day. I post between 4 and 6 p.m. and 10:30 p.m. Florida time, Eastern Standard Time here. We have addiction, codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block. All right. Not enough. We're going to put that with addiction. Yeah, that's the same. And you know, those energies like to hang out together regardless. Soulmate. The Phoenix, so that's a change. And time. So what's between this? There's some issue of somebody possibly cleaning up their act. Addiction can be any kind of addiction, and it can be either side, you or them, I don't know, but somebody, if somebody is saying like they've cleaned up their act, they've changed, because it's like literally starting off with addiction here, ending with the Phoenix. A complete change, which I did do a reading the other day talking about when someone comes back, they are completely changed. Maybe this has something to do with that. I don't know. If I can find that reading, I will link it at the end of this video. But this is somebody sort of checking someone out. And to give you an analogy, it's like this. Let's say somebody says, I want to quit drinking, or I've quit drinking. And this is somebody watching that person at a social event handle themselves. Okay. Let's see how they handle it. I'm drinking. You know, are they going to be able to handle seeing people drink, smelling the drink? You know, there's suspicious eyes here. But it can also be karmic energy. Let's say somebody has some sort of karmic energy that is that person who can sort of always push you to do what's not so good for you, right? That karmic energy that doesn't have the healthy boundaries, and then it's like, if anyone is sort of suspicious, like, you know, why does this person want me to do this even? You know what I mean? So there's something here about some form of addiction, some form of suspicion, and observing somebody in a social setting to see if it's actually true. Okay. Let's pull 9 cards. Give me 9 cards for this reading. This is I'm intrigued here. I'm intrigued on the behalf of the Aquarians. Because it is a change, okay? But somebody is looking. And this is a woman holding the cups. So now maybe this is another thing. Cups. We have the Queen of Cups. So I feel like you might be using your intuition, especially if somebody comes in saying something here. I feel like you're going to be using your intuition or observing, but keep in mind this is also Pisces or water energy, and there could be somebody who's a Pisces or water energy observing you in a social gathering, okay, a social setting. Keep that in mind, especially when it comes to the sun and a new beginning, okay? So maybe there's going to be, you know, if you're meeting somebody, and let's say you're meeting, I don't know, an analogy, their mother, and, you know, like you're going to meet the family, right? So you're going to meet more than just the mother. But when you go over there, like, you know, the eyes are on you, like everybody's watching the new person. And that's the vibe I get. I get like you're going to meet I feel like you're going to meet someone's family, and I feel like someone's going to either observe this person around you or you around them, but observant eyes in social gatherings to see how somebody acts in social circles, or when it literally has to do with a new beginning, with could be literal, like their son, okay, or when it comes to a new beginning and if somebody's really happy. So somebody might be using their intuition here. Yeah. Child. This is really like, this is also the vibe of somebody who is like, let's say somebody was addicted and someone has changed their ways, right? This is where we're at. Addiction, changed ways. Somebody might have even got therapy. Sometimes the Queen of Cups can be a therapist. Got therapy, you know, and it went back to something. Maybe not feeling like enough. So now the clock has turned. The clock is literally here. And now we have this connection. A very, you know, strong connection between you and this person. Someone's went through a major change, you or this person, maybe both, but it's showing up like if you had an addicted, well, I'm just saying there is some son or child energy. So somebody could literally be watching their family member or child around you, or if you are the mother, you could be watching someone around your child. But it's whatever this is, it's still at the end of the day, regardless of all that, This is about the intuition, and this is about someone observing. We are going to clarify, so maybe then I'll know who's being observed. You have high boundaries. You are in your energy. This is how you've been showing up for several reads. Okay, several reads. You, and you're not, your responses, like the Aquarian that I am picking up on, okay, your responses are not from a trauma response, okay? Your responses, the way you act, you know, your boundaries are high, but your boundaries aren't high because you're in a trauma response. You know what I mean? Like you're not pushing everyone away because you've been traumatized and you don't let love in. No, it's not like that. Okay, you have high boundaries, but you are a very healed and settled person in many ways. You're very balanced, I feel. And maybe this is how somebody views you. We have the Tower in the reverse. That's Mars energy. That is Scorpio, Aries. And we have the Two of Wands in the reverse. And that can talk about a break. In a partnership, a break in something. A tower can be literally a break in this person. Whoever has changed their life around, like if you're the reason this person changed their life around, you know, someone who's close to them might be saying, you know, I got to see this person. Like why, you know, I got to see the reason for all this. But this could be a partnership that's ending, okay? And there's a new beginning. And somebody is telling, it looks like, it just looks like I got strong, you know, mom vibes. But I really feel like it's not going to be a problem. Yeah, it's really not going to be a problem. We have the Three of Cups. Okay, and it, like, you know, there's something about the cups, about the drinking, a social gathering, all right? So somebody might invite you someplace because they want their family member or someone, like, you know, motherly figure possibly to I don't know, to observe, or they just want, I don't feel observe, I feel like they want you to meet them. Yeah, let's move on. Let me start clarifying. Major Arcana, we have Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, and Taurus, Aries. Minor Arcana, we have Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Tell me about that. Okay, that fell. I think that's a Ten of Cups. Yep. Ten of Cups. I like this. Whoever the observer is, it's like, I don't know, maybe somebody's too good to be true. It's like if there's a new addition to the family, you know, and your in-laws or your new in-laws, or your maybe not in-laws yet, maybe just dating somebody, I don't know, but it's like you're being observed by the family, okay? Someone's being observed by the family, or you are the observer, okay? But someone's being observed, and it's about this interaction between you and another person close to them. Tell me about the Sun. Happy. Four of Wands. Somebody is definitely going to be the witnesser in how happy you and this person are. I don't get bad vibes off of it. I get it like it's someone who's close to them. Someone who's coming in alignment with you. I don't know, but that's what I feel. Anyways, I feel like somebody is the observer and realizes it's a healthy connection. And there could have been someone who was skeptical about you and someone. Tell me about the Eight of Wands. Yeah, but you know, approval. I do feel like you meet this person's approval. So if you're meeting anyone's family, I definitely think you're going to meet their approval. But on both sides of the fence here, you're going to meet the approval in the ancestors' side of things, and you're going to meet the approval of those who are here. And I feel like it has a lot to do with your demeanor, how you carry yourself. This is an Aquarian who's going to come across to these people as the Queen of Swords. Someone very knowledgeable, very quick-witted, high boundaries, but in a loving way. All right, not a trauma response type of way. Three of Swords reverse is how they see you. Nice, healthy boundaries, loving. And I feel like they could have water in their chart, but I do feel like they got a very good vibe off of you. Very good. Definitely, yeah. Definitely you meet the approval. Tell me about that Queen of Cups. All right. It could be, literally here I have Virgo Pisces. It could be somebody who has like a Pisces mother, a Virgo son, but it doesn't have to be that way. But anyway, this is this energy, okay? And I really feel like somebody has been talking to their family about you. In particular, someone who has like, you know, like a mom vibe. Someone who's been in their life for a long time, a nurturing, older, possibly feminine vibe. And there's something here, yeah. I feel like this is a person, like if this is your reading and you and this person end up having a relationship together, this person, I don't feel in a bad way, but I do feel like this is a person who's going to be frequently around. I feel it's a very close, I feel like it's a close family member. You know, roles can get switched around. The energy is basically what I'm explaining. Tell me about the Page of Cups. No, oh, all these cards that are hitting the floor. Aquarius. Yes. I want another card for that. Why is Aquarius in the reverse? Why is the King of Swords reverse? Okay. The time is approaching. For whoever's reading this is, the time is approaching. Just think of it as something that is sort of like written, okay? Something here written, something to accomplish with this person possibly, and the world is reversed, the world is reversed. Okay, so it looks like that's exactly what this is. You're both going to honor this soul contract with each other, and it looks like because of that there's something closing out so that this can happen. It looks like you'll be meeting someone's family. We have the King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Could could be involved, could have been confused about what to say. But this is what it looks like. Maybe an earth sign could be going through a tower. Tell me about that. King of Pentacles with the tower. Ace of Pentacles reverse, and it landed on, okay. So this person has a very important agenda with you. And it's very important that your relationship happens in order for this soul contract to be carried out. Okay? You guys are going to need to be in some sort of connection. And it looks like with the Ten of Wands, someone could be very burdened by this, but it looks like more or less like because there's going to be either somebody who has to leave a place. Maybe we have here outside of a home. We have here literally moving to a different location. Something here to do with this Ace of Cups reverse. Something to do with if this is going to happen, okay, the time is approaching, you know, bullseye. The time is approaching. We're at the tens already. Give me a final card here for this. How's this going to close out? What's it looking like? I have bonus cards of the Queen of Swords and the Three of Swords reverse. And I have a conversation that has to happen. So where are we leaving off? All right. You were this way. Release. Okay. So there's a tower. Here's a tower. It's showing up on an earth sign's side or someone who is thinking about some form of stability and long-term when it comes to you. Again, it's like living together, okay? It's like there's a cycle ending, just like I said, so that this can happen. And they have already told somebody in their family about you, somebody very close to them. And it's going to require the release of a karmic energy. And so somebody's got to do that. But for you and this person to align, there could literally be, could be someone who's a fire sign who's out, but it could be someone who's karmic that's out. All right. Anyway, we're going to close out with a bonus card. I hope you enjoyed your reading. But if this is your reading, somebody's already talking to a family member about you. At least one very important one is, and that person's going to be observing how you and this person are together, because I do think this person has made changes. And it's, I don't know, it's I do feel like you are going to meet the approval of family. Okay, and there's some sort of conversation that's going to happen. Now somebody could be releasing this karmic. That could be a conversation, because there's two people here, you know, aligning, but there is going to be someone who is close to that connection. It looks like a family member, mom or sister or brother. I don't know. It looks like family member. Anyway, you're in your own energy. You're going to let them do all the talking, and then you will respond accordingly and appropriately, you know, but in good. It's going to be good the way you respond, not negative, but just. We have Isabella, and it says, yes, the timing is right for this new venture. A happy outcome follows your positive expectations. So the one who's observing you is the person, the close family member. Anyway, guys, I love you. I will see you in your next video, and namaste, my friends.